Hello guys, welcome in this video. This is what we have come up with so far. Okay, so this is our result in the last video, and I've said something wrong in the last videos. I've said that the curl and the speed volumes have negative values. Actually they have positive values, and we have made we have isolated a positive range, but as you can see they are not visible in the viewport, and I have used the invert alpha mask, or I have inverted the volumes here in the VDB smooth, because this VDB smooth is called VDB smooth SDF, and SDF volumes must have negative values in the areas where we have geometry. So they don't appear in the viewport when they are positive, and I have to invert them with the volume mix, for example, in order to be able to visualize them. So here, if we disable this, they are not visible in the viewport, and actually I have to invert them before I use them in the VDB smooth SDF, or invert the alpha mask, which makes the same thing. It inverts just the positive values to negative values. Okay, so now we have a next challenge here. We should have these boundaries of the simulation straight in order to extrude it or extend it into infinity, to have an infinite ocean. So I'll just start with a box, and this box here is the same. I have the same this box here has the same dimensions of our flip tank initial, or our boundaries of the simulation. So you can use just these numbers, and it's a polygon, and I didn't use any divisions or extra divisions. So I have just scaled it in the X and the Z direction by 1.2. Then I'm going to add a clip node in order to clip just the or isolate just the this bottom part of our geometry. Okay, so here at this guy here, you can move just the plane, okay, or just isolate the distance where you want to cut. So I will use a distance of -0.01, and if you see here, now I have isolated the upper part of our geometry. But I want to isolate primitives below plane. Okay, now I want to fill up the geometry here, or I want to fill this upper border here. So I'm going to add a polyfill node in order to fill this empty face, and I'm going to add a fuse node in order to make sure that all the geometry is fused without any problem, and we don't have separate points. Okay, after this I will add another transform node in the for this box, and I will just go and scale it down by this number 0.985. Then I will add a boolean node which can make the same thing as the volume combine node, but for the geometries, not volumes. I will connect the two geometries here. Actually, I just want to subtract the the first, or the second geometry here, or this box from our bottom box here, in order to have a ring here that I can combine with my volume in order to have just straight boundaries. So here it's by default subtract. I want to subtract a minus b. So here we go. But as you can see, our box here is not at the center of our scaled up box. Okay, so we have two boxes: this scaled down box, which is this guy, and we have this scaled this scaled up box, sorry, and this is the scaled down box. I will subtract this minus this in order to have only the ring here, that ring, which is this. But we have a problem that this box is not at the center. Okay, so to make sure that this is at the center in the pivot transform, I will make sure that the pivot of the transformation is at the center. So I will add just $CEX, which corresponds to the center of the object in the X and in the Y and in the Z direction. And I will do the same thing at this transformation here, $CEX, $CEY, and $CEZ. And this centroids are our two boxes. Okay, now I will just convert this guy to VDB from polygons, and after I convert it into a VDB, I now can combine it with VDB combine. Okay, connect this and connect this. I'll just select the operation to be add. Okay, so now if we see here, combine, I've selected add. What's your problem? Let me decrease the box size here to 0.05. Then here is my smooth mesh, and this is our VDB combine. I hope it works fine. I don't want to have display errors in the viewport. Actually, you can cache this after this step or after the last step. I don't know why do I have a problem here. Maybe I can. I can just okay, after changing it to union, it works fine. We're just going to unite the two volumes together, and now we have the straight boundaries, but I still have a gap here, and I don't want this gap. So to do this, I can just transform this geometry up a bit in order to relieve this gap. So I will add a transform node now and translate this up by 0.36. After I do this, I will not have this gap. Okay, nice work. We have now our straight boundaries that we can use for the extrusion or for the extrude process. Okay, so we don't have any gaps and it looks very fine. We have very nice details here. We have a very nice details in this mesh, and we still have to extend this and still have to add more details. So we will complete, or we will continue this process in the next video. Thank you.